Hello. We're here. Shawnee State Smash Bros. Not tournament. The game for tonight. Um, I'm Barbecue, and right by me we have.
I'm the king.
Today we're going up against Purdue Fort Wayne, I believe. Um, from what I've heard, we don't know much about them. Uh,
I've heard the Spanish team like talking during practice. They said they've not had very many games like so far this season, so they don't really have that much information about them. They don't think they will be that too much of a problem, but it's gonna be a weird matchup to see Shawnee playing without that much information.
Yeah, because I know, as much as I do know, like they do like practice for specific matchups throughout the week, and like assigning certain people to like do specific.
Matchups and all that and
Yeah,
prepare for them. But I don't think they were really prepared this week, especially
yeah,
since they don't have much information. So I don't even think they have a set in stone way or who they're going to send in first.
yeah.
I saw Ethan warming up, so I think they might be sending him in first, or maybe they're just doing button checks. But
Maybe I don't. I mean, I guess Game and Watch wouldn't be that bad of a starter character.
the only other, I can't think of who else they would send in instead of Game and Watch
I mean,
to at least cover their bases.
yeah,
So I don't even know who Purdue has in their lineup for at least players.
yeah. Just picking a safe option. Can't think of too many characters that Game and Watch struggles against that badly. So, but should be an interesting game. A lot more adapting involved, I guess.
They will
Considering,
definitely be adapting, especially with not having that much information. So they'll probably have to play around and figure out what they will and do, and just have the first game and figure that just as a testing round, I guess. Test the waters.
yeah,
Is it Ethan? I said they're probably just button testing because that's what they were doing whenever I was up there earlier. They were starting to button test and make the lobby and all that. Okay, so they're button testing. Said they're probably just going to button test and then figure out what they want to do. Because, I mean, they were already doing bans, is what Travis said, bans and all that. So, figured they were just button testing and then we're just going to go right at it. But I think it'll be very interesting to see what they do.
yeah. I saw Ethan on Palu. I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, wait a minute. There you, Ethan. What the heck?
uh,
So, how's your semester been so far, Josh?
um,
Pretty smooth?
yeah, it's pretty good. I got behind a couple times, but like that was really just me having bad priorities. Like
I feel that because my half semester English class has been beating me up pretty good this so far. I had 3 assignments due within just Monday at midnight,
wait,
and we got the email like midway through the day from the professor. It was not very good fun.
that's crazy.
And then we have last Wednesday we had like a 400 word discussion board post that had to be done by midnight, describing a describing comparing and contrasting two articles. Not very fun. The articles weren't even
Yeah.
that interesting either.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the tough things about English because it's like it's not necessary. Like I don't think. Well, usually English isn't that hard, but like it's kind of hard to get motivated to like do it. So
Personally, I don't mind English, but it's the fact when the articles ain't that interesting to me,
yeah,
I just don't want to do it and I just procrastinate it off until like it's just like maybe like 4 or 5 hours before the paper is due or whatever, and then I just crunch it out and just get it done and over with.
yeah. I've always been the type of person who like just tries to do the whole paper in one sitting.
Yeah, I feel
Cause I
like if
know,
I don't do it in one setting, it's not gonna happen.
yeah, cause I know some people like pace themselves. Like I know my roommate, like he'll be like, oh, like I'll start it, I'll do a little bit of this today, and like so on and so forth. And I'm like, no, I'm just gonna do it right here and right now, cause I don't want to come back to this.
Yeah, because like if my thought process is like if you start it and then like start getting going at it and getting good and then like you take a break from it, like your entire thought process is gone. Your motivation's
Yeah,
gone. It's just out the window. So I just can't do it like whatsoever.
and then it's also because more of it's done already. It's not in my like it's not as high in my
Yeah,
priorities. So I'm
yeah.
like, oh, it's like halfway done.
It's
Like
halfway done.
it's not as
I
important.
could do something on their homework. I got this.
Yeah.
Hour before the paper due. Oh crap! I only have like a half of it done. So like I have to crunch this out. And then you're just constantly worrying about taking the time, taking the time, taking the time. It ain't very good.
Yeah. Uh,
Then let's see what else has happened so far this semester. Um. Oh
oh,
well,
are we
looks like we're
starting?
going right into it.
Oh, we're starting with Bird
Simon
actually.
versus a Diddy. Very interesting.
I mean, Bird should have some Diddy practice, considering Chris considered Diddy a secondary for quite a while and was actually playing him throughout the entirety of December.
I know, like, also, like, most of, like, last semester he was playing Diddy quite a bit, and, like, climbing the rank with him. And just, he looked pretty good, so would guess that Bird got a decent amount of Diddy practice.
Yeah, like, actually, I'm pretty sure at one of our weeklies, they had, like, a pretty close set with Diddy and Wolf. Forgot the exact numbers, but
Do you know who, like, favors in this matchup when it comes to that character-wise, or?
um,
My guess
not
would be,
this
it would
one.
be Wolf.
Because I know, like, in general, Diddy kind of struggles against zoners, and he does surprisingly well against sorties, but, like, I don't know where Wolf would fall in that, so who knows. Did he just go over the banana with a dash
Yes,
attack?
he did.
Oh my god, dude.
There's a fine tune of monkey business going on, and I don't like it.
So anyway, we're playing catch up here. Simon is stocked down, but it's not undoable. Um,
Still
the
in
game,
favor of Simon, as long as he just gets the stock.
yeah, and the game I think is just slowed down a lot. All right, getting the F smash at ledge.
That's not fun.
Okay, I think that he's playing a lot more aggressive now.
Diddy does have a lot more to play with than Simon does. Simon has to play a little bit more passive and try and go for the pick and try and at least get a stock off this Diddy before he gets at least taken out if he does.
Yeah, I mean, the crew battle, trying to make it easier for your teammates.
Ooh.
Not quite killing yet. Oh,
Oh. Close, but not there. No dice.
tripping. Does backdoor kill her? Yep.
Oh, there's one stock. I'd say this Diddy probably won't really change much when it comes to his aggressiveness. He might play a little bit less aggressive, a little bit more passive, but I don't see him letting up anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to, like, play very confidently when you're a stock up. I think it's
Like
a habit.
all the
by-
times I've seen Simon play, at least I think, like he works very well under pressure and like against people that like aggress against him pretty well, and then he punishes them.
Yeah, that is true. Because I'll have moments where, like, we're playing and he'll SD and be behind, but, like, if I'm not on point, it'll slowly, like, he'll slowly crawl back until it's like, oh, wait, I'm losing now.
Oh. He at least took a stock, so that's all that matters. He's made it easier on us, so that's pretty good.
So, there's Simon, but who do you think they would send in next?
Rinse the Diddy. I don't think we'll send in Chris here. I think that's gonna wait until when he gets to dire situations. What was it there? There's Ethan, there's Michael, there's Noah, Desmond.
I know. I'm pretty sure. Is he still Echo Force here, or is it Desi Fresh now?
I don't even remember.
I'm gonna say Desi Fresh, but I'm pretty sure he's not the biggest fan of the Diddy matchup, so I'm assuming it's not him. Um, maybe Strzok, considering. I mean, I guess Game and Watch has the bucket, which would like reflect banana, and
It would at least keep some pressure off the Diddy off Game Watch keeping the pressure off of himself. So I wouldn't. I guess, yeah, I'd say probably Ethan Strzok. would be my guess. At least in this matchup.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
I don't know, cause
I am much of a Smash player, so.
yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't know that much about this character either, but I don't know. It seems right to me. I don't. Oh, we're actually
Michael?
sending. Yeah.
The question is, are we going to see his Bowser, or are we going to see his main character?
Knows.
See Noah getting ready in the background, so I would guess they would probably send him in next if fails to do anything. But I think Michael could do this.
Yeah.
Michael's a solid player. I've seen him play against Chris and everybody else on the team. He's a solid player. I've seen him do very well. He's actually honestly probably had a pretty good season so far also, especially for being a freshman here at Shawnee.
True. Like,
Yeah.
very true. Cause I'm pretty sure at one point it was like ranked second here. I think.
Yes.
I know
second
Simon
or third.
eventually overtook him.
Yeah.
But
Because I think the top four right now we have is obviously Chris. Then we have Desmond, we have Michael, and then we have Simon. But not in that order, obviously, but I think that's our like top four right now at least. Ethan would probably be the next. Then Noah. And am I forgetting anyone? Chloe. Not Chloe. Who else is it?
Gabe.
Gabe, yeah. Yeah. I would say that over Noah. Noah would fall underneath Gabe. But they also are like evenly matched.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
I'm wondering what the thought process is because Michael gravitates towards the heavies and Diddy is very combo heavy character.
Very true. But it didn't look like that day didn't do very many combos. But then again, Simon did break most of them, so.
Yeah, he was kind of mashing a lot. I'm not gonna lie, but I mash too. I'm not gonna hate.
People mash in most fighting games when they ever get nervous.
Yeah.
I do it too. Especially back in my Mortal Kombat days. Yeah, that's the fighting game. That's my go-to fighting game. Mortal Kombat.
Man, I was actually playing Tekken before this, and they have this new thing where you make a ghost. So it's like an AI that's like that you're basically you fight it, and then it basically is trying to act like you. And like
That's weird.
the options it was choosing, I was like, "There's
Does it
no
like adapt
way
to
I
your
put."
playstyle or?
Yeah, something like that. So like, but like I guess the whole thing is like so that people can fight basically bots that are meant to play like that player.
That's weird.
And I
That's
was fighting my ghost or whatever they call it, and oh my god, dude. It was
Also, like
so
take
mashy.
from what you play and then makes the AI basically.
Basically.
That's interesting. So you're basically playing against yourself and improving on yourself.
Yeah.
That's weird.
All right, we're going in. We have the K roll, not the Bowser this time. Oh, he's actually doing a good job at keeping Diddy
doing
out.
Pretty good so far. A lot of pressure being put onto the Diddy. It looks like the Diddy's kind of freaking out a little bit.
Yeah, he seems like he really knows what he's doing with Banana. Got caught mashing.
That's pretty good. Michael seems to really be in his element against this aggressive Diddy.
Yeah, I mean, it might be that, I guess, K. Rool having more two projectiles plays a little bit more passively than Wolf does.
Especially since Simon Wolf doesn't really have that many projectiles against the Diddy.
Yeah, he kind of has to go in eventually.
Yeah. And then with this Diddy, like, if he just gets too close, Michael just ruins him.
And then the super armor is also good for, like, basically checking if you're not, like, just pressing buttons just to be pressing buttons.
Seems like this Diddy just really just wants to mash
he just
the same
armored through the
matchups.
banana.
He just wants to mash everything. And just wants to keep throwing the bananas, but Michael's just not letting him.
Yeah, like, His immediate, like, he just ran back, bananaed, and then F smash. Ooh, almost. Oh, he doesn't have his banana. It's on the other side of the screen. Almost.
Oh, that would have
there.
been funny if it would have killed.
I thought it was going to.
Oh,
I'm
there it
not-
is.
well,
Nice. Let's go.
not even losing a single stock. It's even now.
It's just that easy. Smoogle going crazy. That's what he does. Clutches. Down some stocks. Yeah, just throw it to Michael.
True.
He'll pick up the slack.
But yeah, I guess you were right. Like, that Diddy wasn't comboing all that much.
Kind of was
kinda
just constantly doing the same rotation of moves and just keep throwing banana at him. And
Yeah.
Michael was just keep countering it. And Diddy just couldn't move in and rotate towards him to close that distance. And whenever he did close the distance, he would just get shot back away.
Yeah, because, like, by the time he goes in there, he had this, like, choreographed option, and then Michael would just punish him for it.
But it did seem like he was just mashing, just to mash, honestly.
Yeah.
And then Michael just punished it. For the most part, at least. And that just basically closed out the entire thing.
Yeah. And we're back to even now.
Yeah, back to 9-9. So it's going to be interesting to see who Purdue actually throws out into our face this time.
Yeah. So they're counter picking K rule, which isn't exactly hard,
No.
but you know,
I've seen
knows
Michael
what
play a
he's-
lot against a lot of people on the team. So, like, I think any matchup that really comes his way, I think you could, like, still pull it out, even if it's, like, not a favorable matchup towards him.
Oh, definitely. Because I mean, like, if we're talking about characters specifically, I
Mhm.
think he might actually play the worst character on the team. I might be mistaken, because Rainey plays Puff now.
Yep.
That's better than K. Rool. Wolf is way better than K. Rool.
No, that's without a question.
Yeah, Toothling's better than K. Rool. Game & Watch is, like, considered top 5 now,
Is
depending on who you ask.
Has he moved up?
Quite a bit. It's
Dang.
interesting.
That's crazy.
We Fit is better than K. Rool. Cloud is way better than K.
Yeah.
Rool. That's not a contest. But yeah, I think, yeah, I'd say K.
Did you
Rool.
already say Toon? Toon is definitely better than KO. Is he? I can't
Who?
remember. Toon?
Oh yeah, Toonling, yes.
Yeah, I figured. Doesn't help with just Chris just making it look so good.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who they could possibly send in against Michael, because Michael is like an all-arounder, just good base
Yes.
for the team. So everybody has the worst matchups on the team, but I feel like Michael, he has his fair share of bad matchups he doesn't like playing into, obviously. But I think he's like a good all-arounder for the team,
Definitely.
especially with the people we lost, like Mark and our Zelda player.
Ben.
Yeah, Ben.
Or Waywardness, I
Yeah.
guess. I mean, because I remember last semester, Smoogle was the anchor, I believe, a lot of the time.
A lot of
'Cause I
times,
think-
yeah.
Chris wasn't on the roster.
No, because he was on probation at that point in time. So, and then he would be, then Michael did, or Smoogle did become the anchor for most of those games, or he would just be put in early just to counter someone. Or, need to remind you that Bowser game he had.
Oh my gosh. This is crazy.
I still think about that. That was crazy. Taking, was it 7 or 8 stocks? Because he went crazy. He just went in
Yeah.
to counter a matchup, and he just went crazy. Took him, like, left to right.
That's so
And then
wild.
just kept trying to send him in. What else was there? Also the game where basically our team Chris made their top guy quit for the next game. It was their Mewtwo player. Who was it? Because it was a Mewtwo and a Jigglypuff. The Jigglypuff walked out, I'm pretty sure.
Bro.
And then the
It's
Mewtwo player just didn't want to
No,
go back
'cause I
in.
remember that. Actually, I remember that. Because the Jigglypuff was basically, like, almost soloing the whole team.
Yeah, and then it would send in Chris, 'cause I think it was...
Then Chris, like, reverse soloed the team.
Yeah, because those were the last 3 stocks, and we sent in Chris. And then Chris came back and took the rest of those stocks. Was it, how many was left? It was like 10 or 11, I think. Because Jigglypuff was stayed in until we got to Chris, and then Chris wiped her out.
Man, I mean, I'd be mad too. Like,
Which sucks because Chris still hasn't joined the 12 stock club yet. Mainly because he's usually our anchor, and it rarely
Yeah.
gets to that point where we have to send in Chris. But
oh, they have a
Toon Link,
Toon
a
Link.
Toon Link. I don't
I
know
mean-
about this. I don't know about this because we have Chris.
Michael should have a lot of experience with this.
Yes, definitely, especially the amount of times
35?
he's
Okay.
came over to my dorm and they've just been practicing constantly.
He even uses Chris's skin now that I think about it.
Yeah, he does.
You know, have you ever seen them in the same room?
No. It's crazy.
I don't know. I don't see Chris on screen down there.
Concerning.
maybe he's like.
Maybe it's like, they need some help. Let me toss in real quick. I have practice against Michael. I don't know. I feel like this Toon Link isn't playing as much as like he would Chris, because Chris really likes to throw his throwables and bombs and boomerangs. He really likes his bombs.
Point blank arrow. That was an interesting option.
Oof.
Yeah, that's stock.
It's first one, first of many.
I'm surprised how much that didn't send Michael. Toon Link's kind of struggling to find a kill here. And Michael being up a stock can play like a lot more passively. Doesn't really have to commit as much.
Looks like Michael's trying to turn it in his favor. He's doing pretty well a job of not letting the Toon Link close the distance.
Yeah, he's surviving at 204.
Oh, there it is.
Finally getting a kill right there.
I think just the
Ooh,
main
mashing
problem
him.
here, Michael just needs to close the distance to actually get some decent hits in. And the Toon Link's just constantly throwing that boomerang and stunning him and using the bombs to not let him close it.
Ow!
Oh! Okay.
Two framing with the down air there.
I honestly did not expect that to happen.
I didn't either, but here we are. Toon Link playing, I feel, a lot more aggressive now after he got hit with. Oh! Unfortunate SD right there.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But I mean, if he keeps his composure, he should still have this game in the bag.
I think Michael's very good at keeping his composure, so I think he can still close this out. Get this last stock from this Toon Link and just go on to the next match. Oh,
He sunk.
that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. I did not see that happening. It looked like he was doing really well there at the start, and then just
I wonder
SD
if he
twice.
misspaced the down air, because
Okay, who do we think now that they'll send in?
surely we don't do the ditto.
I don't think we do Ditto. I don't think Chris will diddle them.
Um,
See, who do we have left? We have Noah. We have Desmond. We have Rainy, Embers,
Strock.
Strock. All of them should be fairly recently coerced into this matchup,
Yes,
especially
very.
since playing against Chris constantly, day in, day out. So, who do you think would be the best here? Because this Toon Link really likes to throw his bombs and keep that distance between them until it's like killing percent, and then rushes you.
I know. I'm pretty sure Joker does pretty well against Toon Link, and I don't know about Game and Watch, but I don't know if Wii Fit would be the best option for this. So my assumption will be Desmond.
See, that's my thought process. See, the Desmond or Strock.
Yeah.
But I feel like I am leaning more towards Joker, Desmond. So.
Oh,
Oh
Strock.
God. Okay. Strock it is.
Oh, wrong. Well, half wrong.
This is gonna be a weird matchup, but I think Strock can definitely close it out.
Yeah, I mean, you should be well versed in this.
What's the main way to play Game and Watch?
Um, I know the way Strock plays him is that he's not super aggressive and he kind of just I feel like he whiff punishes you a lot. At least that's what I got, but maybe I'm just like pressing too many buttons when I play against him. So there could be that.
I mean, he is pretty good at the game, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Whenever I watch him play, I just don't even know what's happening because I've never really seen any Game and Watch gameplay. I like the other characters I've like recently played against them just for fun at my dorm, and like Strock, I just don't know what are you even to expect out of him anymore?
Yeah, that's fair. Like, I feel like Game and Watch is kind of like his animations are kind of weird. Uh, can make it kind of confusing. It's not very like I feel like he's not very like orthodox.
It's random, but can't expect random. Can't predict random.
True.
So, what do you think so far? You think Sharks will be able to close out this Toon Link? Last stock him?
Definitely. Yeah.
You think this Toon Link's gonna be able to get a stock off Strock? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so, because the way Michael was playing is that he's kind of just like hanging back with his lead. And if Strock does something similarly, like I don't think the Toon Link will get too much mileage.
Yeah, I think with this Toon Link, I think he's gonna play at least more passive now that it's a 3-stock to 1-stock. Yes, they have a 1-stock league, but that still is nothing to brag about.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's probably rare for a Game & Watch to SD off stage.
It can always happen.
Yeah, it can happen with anyone.
It looks like this Toon Link is playing at least a little bit more passive and just waiting for Shark trying to come in and just get too aggressive on him.
Oh, that got from me like that?
It's just a bomb battle at this point.
Struck at 108, but it's definitely slowed down since he's gotten to this higher percent. Ooh, that's a kill right there. Going for a deep back air. Not quite getting that. He's just waiting. He went for something there. Ooh,
Ooh, there it is.
and
Nice.
bacon into chair.
Toon Link did manage to get at least one stock, but I don't think it will matter too much longer. I think if we still close it out and take the last 6 stocks to Purdue pretty easily. We still have Chris in the bag.
True.
That's the final boss here. I think so far, I think it's been a pretty evenly matchup when it comes to stocks and like gameplay.
Yeah, because right now we're like, what? I think
It's
we're
5
two
and
ahead?
6.
Or
We have 5
6?
stocks, they have 6.
Okay.
So let's see what so far we put in Michael for second, and then we also but first we put in Simon against third.
Diddy.
Yeah, Diddy. They used Toon Link. What's like the bad matchups for Game & Watch?
You know, these days I don't even know anymore. Because it used to be
I
like.
mean, he did climb
it
the
used
ranks,
to
so
be-
they might have changed.
Yeah, it used to be big swords, but like. Because I know Ike used to be a bad matchup for him, but like now it's not, apparently.
Really?
I think Shulk probably still does pretty good against him, but like Shulk players are kind of rare.
Yeah, I don't really see many of those.
Um, maybe Aegis? I don't know for sure. Uh,
Really help if you had a roster.
yeah.
But
Actually, I think
little
Sonic
information.
does pretty well against him.
Really, a Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic has also gotten quite good recently. Or well, like within the past like year.
How's that going to get Game & Watch? Is this because of the amount of like speed and aggression that Sonic can have, or?
Yeah, because like Sonic, it's weird because he's like not super aggressive, but like he's so fast that like he kind of controls how fast the game goes.
Oh, so like the pace.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes
so if
sense.
he wants to camp you out, he'll camp you out.
Oh,
Oh, they have a K roll?
they have a game roll?
What is this? We're just like fighting like Bizarro Shawnee right now.
This literally is just our roster, but in disguise. Because Chris, we basically faced Chris in the first half, and now we're facing Michael.
Oh, true. He does play.
Because
Oh
Chris
my
has the Diddy, and he also has the Toon Link, and now we're just facing Michael's K roll. I'll be amazed if they send out a Bowser.
That'd be so funny.
That would be hilarious, because then we're just facing his.
Yo,
Two top players on our
Rocket's
team.
in here. Ooh, getting the parry there. I didn't even realize he would have time to do something like that.
Now in this matchup, like, is it like still Game & Watch favored, or
Yes. Very.
just for the sheer amount of range and aggression
Like,
that K-Roll doesn't really have, and it has to have to get that amount of aggression and up close and personal?
yeah, and it's also like the frame data. Like, Game & Watch just outboxes him very well. It might be a little different online.
Yeah,
But,
because
like-
of input delay and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I can see that, yeah. Input delay does hold a gigantic
Ooh.
factor when it comes to multiple things. Ooh, that was a good kill.
Ooh, getting the sour spot on that up air, otherwise he would have been dead. This... What? Okay. I mean, it worked, I guess. I was confused. He didn't do anything. I think I got mixed there. Oh, 74 now.
K-Roll is still yet to get a hit on his truck. There's the first hit. The question is, will the K roll still be aggressive even though Strzok is just pummeling him down? I feel like this K roll is just trying to stay as far away as possible from Strzok.
Yeah, he
Especially at
doesn't
this
want to.
percentage.
He doesn't want to like fight, if that makes sense. Which I mean, a lot of the time, if you're trying to outbox Game and Watch, that's not a match you're winning. So,
I mean,
oh,
K roll does
it's
a pretty big box.
yeah.
I think that's a word in itself, honestly.
Ooh, running off to try to do something there, but getting hit by the propeller. Oh, and mistiming the reflect.
That was close. I think the main thing Shark is trying to get here is just at least one more stock off this K roll.
No chair? Okay, we're trying to edge guard here. Ah.
Didn't manage to get the second stock off the K roll, but it did bring it down to a 3 to 5, so it's still bringable. And then there's the final boss.
There he is. Yep, throwing in Chris now, the anchor. Just like how Michael had a lot of experience in this matchup, Chris, without a doubt, has a lot of experience in this matchup. I mean, not only that, but like Chris is probably just the most experienced player on the team. Considering
Yeah.
before even coming here, he was already going to like tournaments and stuff.
Major tournaments, big
Yeah.
tournaments. But yeah, I think Chris could probably finish this matchup against K roll like off pretty easily, pretty well. Especially since practicing against Michael day in, day out against him for like 2 semesters now.
Yeah.
I think Chris fairly knows this matchup. I don't think he's probably that worried about it. Yes, the stress going into knowing that you're the last person you're to anchor, but I think Chris is used to that stress and amount that he has to go through.
Yeah, because he usually is the anchor.
He's usually the last player. That if we just want to go home early. In the words of Travis, send in Chris. I want to go home early. But it'd be interesting who they'll send in to go against Chris in that last stock. The
Yeah.
last 3 stocks.
Is
in
it
that
another
1v1.
Shawnee character?
Versus the Space Fighter, Christopher Mowry.
But I guess, by that logic, I guess this K Rool would also have some experience in the Toon Link matchup.
Yeah,
Assuming the other team plays with each other.
that is true. Yeah, I didn't think about that. And again, Chris plays a lot different than what we saw from the other Toon Link.
That is true.
Because Chris really, really likes his throwables. He doesn't like to give you any time to breathe.
That, and he also labs a lot of character-specific things.
Yes. If I was anyone on the team, I would say like knows the most matchups out of an entire game against any character in the game, or could play any character in the game, it would be Chris.
Yeah.
Chris doesn't like playing some of the characters. He said that openly, but he said he could probably basically play all the characters decently well.
Yeah, I believe he said there's only 2 characters that he doesn't fully, like, that he doesn't understand to some, like, fundamental level. And that was, what was it? I think Ice Climbers and Ken. Which are very, like, obscure characters.
Was one Min?
It was Ice Climbers and Ken.
Ice Climbers and Ken, okay. Yeah, I can see that, especially for Chris.
Chris only at 28% right now, and K-Roll already at 106.
One a stick and last stock.
I think Chris is doing a good job at knowing like when it's like when to combo off of a hit versus when to just take the hit and run.
Yes. And there it is. Chris doesn't lose the stock, takes both stocks with the K-roll.
And it's back to even again.
For like, yeah, I think that Chris plays way more aggressive and acts off his plays a lot more than the other Toon Link did.
Yeah, he plays.
Purdue's Toon Link.
He plays like someone who like really knows their character. I feel because like you can kind of be like fundamentally good at the game, but like not particularly good at the character you're playing. I guess. But then like Chris plays like he knows. Like, oh yeah, this specific option for my character, I'll do this instead of this, and like stuff like that. And it just comes from a long, like many years of experience.
Also, I feel like Chris is really good with like watching frame data and all that. So like he knows each individual character's frame rate and all that stuff. And like he can tell whenever you mess up, and he could act on that mess.
Yeah, that's
mistake.
very apparent.
I don't even know who they would send in against Chris, because Chris is like evenly match up against a bunch of people.
Yeah.
This is fair matchups that he doesn't like playing into. That's fair.
So if we're like talking characters, it would most likely be something around like it would most likely be sword characters that he would struggle the most against. But Chris as a player obviously has like put the work to like go in those matchups, like figure out what it is he's Falco?
Falco? Okay.
I mean this was months ago, so maybe it's different, but I did hear that he was struggling against Falco a little bit.
I can imagine that they all prepared for this matchup pretty well, honestly.
Yeah. We actually used to have a Falco on the team, now that I think about it.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
So not quite in either one's favor entirely here right now. I guess they're just feeling each other out for the most part.
It looks like neither player is wanting to give the other time to breathe and figure out their next move. And just acting on everything.
Ooh. Oh. I'm actually surprised.
That would have been crazy if it was both of them
I
just
thought
talking
it
to
was
each other
for
at
a
the same
second.
time. That would have been crazy. Okay, Chris brings it back and just gets the stock.
Only 13% on him. It's still anyone's game right now. Ooh, almost getting that kill right there. Wait. What it, se what it seems like to me right now is that Chris has gotten some kind of a download because originally they were pretty much at similar percents almost the entire time, and now Chris is lapping him.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Chris really did just feel him out. And there it is. Shawnee takes the first set. One more set to go.
Michael celebrating the back.
Doing his classic dance. Well, that was a pretty good set. Neck and neck.
Yeah.
Got pretty close there. Chris evenly filled out the last opponent pretty well, so I feel like good anchor. Great anchor.
Yeah,
Always will be.
yeah, very good anchor. Because like we were talking about, like it was because Falco actually got the first stock. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, he did. He got the lucky stock.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was surprised that it wasn't a double stock take.
Yeah, because Chris up smash and then Falco, I think he back aired or something, and it was also across the whole screen.
Yeah.
So I was like,
So,
there's
like,
no,
I saw
like
the
I was like,
gleam of
okay,
light
if
across
one
the
of them
entire
dies
screen.
here, it can't be Chris, right? Surely.
Yeah, surely it's not Chris. And
From
well, it was
across the entire town and city, but
Chris spawned back in and
Yeah.
immediately took the stock off him. And only got 13% damage done to him, so it's pretty good.
So the question is, I wonder what their plan is going in now.
You think that we'll send in basically the same lineup first? What do you think? Knowing
Maybe?
they're 4 players, there still could be others. I don't know how many people they have on the
Yeah,
roster.
who knows?
But knowing those 4 characters, who do you think we're gonna send in?
I wouldn't be surprised if they sent Diddy in first again. Oh, who we're sending in?
No, them and us.
Okay, well,
Diddy, I would say, is probably a good option for them.
us?
I don't really see anyone else they would send in for a starting position.
That's fair, cause
Because did give us a little bit of trouble to feel that out.
yeah, and I don't think they would send in K. Rool first, cause I feel like that character is kind of a little too counter pickable, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah, I would say they were probably thinking we're going to send Strachan first.
yeah, I could see that, cause like Simon did kind of struggle against Diddy a little bit.
I think that was a big problem that Simon didn't really know what to do there. But I think Strachan is probably a safe bet just to send him in since he did do decently well against the Diddy.
Yeah,
The Diddy did take a stock, yes, but we probably don't have all that good of a matchup against Diddy. And then after that, I think they would probably do fairly the same. They would probably do the roster,
Probably.
like the way they send in the roster, fairly the same, I would guess. Maybe switch the Toon Link in K. Rool,
maybe. Cause I mean,
depending on who we send in first, obviously.
that's true.
But if they do send in Diddy first, I would say it's probably going to be relatively the same lineup for us, except switch for Simon for probably Michael.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah,
And
either
maybe throw Desmond in instead of Simon.
yeah, I think Joker does actually pretty well against most of these characters.
That's my 2 piece. I think that's what's gonna happen. Is we're gonna probably switch out Simon for Desmond, and then keep Michael and Chris and Strzok in there.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
And then for them 4, I think they're probably just gonna send the Diddy in first. Out of all 4 characters they played, I think they're just gonna send the Diddy in first.
Yeah, because I feel like the only other character I could see them maybe sending in first. Well, I guess I could see them maybe sending in Toon Link, but
I don't know
I don't
if
know,
that would be a
something tells
very
me.
good play for them.
and then the Falco is clearly like someone they trust to hold down the fort
Hmm.
when on the last line. So I don't think they would send him in first either.
And he also gave Chris a little bit of trouble at the beginning just because they were filling each other out.
Yeah,
And he got the lucky stock off Chris. But I say if that lucky stock didn't happen, I don't think Chris even would have lost one.
maybe. Yeah.
Or it would have been a lot closer. Well, not as close, I should say. Yeah, I think that's going to be fairly the same matchup we're going to get this time again.
Yeah, unless they have just like some secret weapons that we don't know about.
It's always the random schools that just have this secret weapon to just pull out of their pocket. Oh, here it is. The piece of resistance. It's out of pocket, and it always messes people up. But what do you think of the last match? The last set, I should say. I think it was fairly even.
Yeah,
Yes, it was
like,
even in stocks, but what do you think when it comes to like player wise?
yeah, I'd say it's pretty even. Cause then Michael did SD twice.
Yes, but I think that
Ooh,
it was that jitters. I think jitters got to him. I think that nervous. He gets nervous fairly easily, so I think that got to him.
yeah. So I'm like, cause I'm thinking it might have been a little more in our favor if that didn't happen.
I think he could have closed it out.
Cause
I think we could have closed it out without having to send in Chris.
cause like the way that game was going, like he was winning, but then he just fell off, and that kind of just changed the momentum of the match.
But I think the question is, do you think they would have sent in the K roll for the Ditto, or do you think they would have sent the Falco in early? Personally, I think they probably would have sent the Falco in so early. I don't think they would have sent in the K roll for Ditto.
Yeah, as funny as like dittos can be, like I don't think
It's
like
not really
realistically
fun.
it's not a good idea to
Yeah.
do something like that.
I think that Falco probably would have been a better option if that did happen, like it did play out
Yeah.
like that, like we did. Michael didn't SD twice. I think that we probably would have seen the Falco first, and then the K roll as an anchor.
Yeah, 'cause
And I
you
think
never know.
Michael probably could have handled it against the Falco, but Falco was just pretty crazy
Maybe.
too. Overall, it was a pretty good set.
Yeah.
Pretty even, pretty good, amazing all around. Both schools. So far.
Yeah, so far.
Also, my tag is wrong, Mason. Yeah, there's no A. A at the very beginning. Did Travis do it? How does he get my gamer tag wrong, bro? Oh my lord. Also, I won't even mention the numbers because that's not even right either. Because it's in league speak. See it? The G is supposed to be a 6 and the E is supposed to be a 3. Yeah, there you go. Now that's right. Travis, come on, man. Been on the team for 2 years now. Come on. Gotta get your head in the game. Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy week. Very crazy week. Very crazy semester. We have a bunch of things going on. Mason.
Oh, you sent it
Oh,
Simon
they
again.
sent Simon in.
So the
I
Diddy
forget
has
it.
a lead on Simon right now. But let's see if Simon's a little more prepared for this matchup.
It fairly looks like Simon is at least a little bit warmed up for this matchup. It doesn't look as bad as it did in the very first round because before at this day and age, stage, Simon already lost a stock in the first round.
Yeah.
And also, I think Simon is playing a lot more off the aggression and the distance that the Diddy's constantly trying to put in between them. Because he's not letting the Diddy get any range.
Getting
Oof.
banana F smash right there. Like you said, it is a lot closer than it was. Slime's not really that far behind at all. That was an interesting F smash. And he
Nope,
died
it's
for
even
it.
now. Simon does have 65%, but I think it's fairly a lot more even than it was in the very first set.
A little
Simon now
combo
little
right there.
combos. We love a little good combo.
Yeah, that kills. Simon kind of hunting him down. Oh, almost getting that. Should have
That
held
was a
it
very
like
close
just a
smash.
little bit more.
Simon does look to be playing a lot more aggressive and a lot more aware than he did.
That doesn't quite kill yet. Yeah. Oh, he went out there. Okay.
Ooh. Not always best to see, but fairly the same that happened last set.
Yeah, that is true.
Did he end it on 2 stocks? Simon lost all 3 of his.
So do we send in Michael again?
That is the question.
Because he did do well last time, so I feel like it wouldn't be a
How
bad
many stocks did
option.
Michael lose last set? It was only 1 against the Diddy, right? Or did he lose any? He only lost 1. No, wait, no, he SD'd
Well, he SD'd against
the
Toon
Toon
Link, I
Link, yeah.
remember.
And then I think... No, he didn't lose any stocks against Diddy.
Yeah,
Because he SD'd twice. Michael SD'd twice.
I think so. I think
I don't
that's
even
how-
remember.
I'm not.
So
I'm
we are
not
sending Michael
but-
in first. Super bad. So the question is, do they send the Toon Link in after they send in after this? If Michael can close this out and destroy the Diddy,
You might literally just have the same game
we
again.
might just have the same exact set, which would be pretty crazy. But I don't think Michael SD's here twice. I don't
True.
think. I don't think.
Yeah, the
SD's
difference
twice.
is that everyone's just more ready now.
Yeah, everybody's warmed up. Everybody's ready to go into this match. Ready to play into their characters. So I don't think the nervousness got shaken out
Sure.
already. So everybody's calm. Everybody's ready. Everybody's ready to play their game. You think Michael's gonna be able to take both stocks without losing a stock?
It's possible. He kind of had that Diddy's number when they were playing. Getting hit by both crowns there. that? Nah, it's not. Getting F smash right there. He's on 66 on last stock though. I do think the Diddy is doing like more actual combos this game. Because I know the first set, or first round, they were kind of going for a lot of stray hits that kind of got them punished.
I think now he's just playing a lot more aggressive and just actually, like you said, doing more combos instead of just spamming everything. And there it is.
Okay. In the little dash dance.
Basically in the same standing as we did. Question is, do they send in a Toon Link now? For the same set, basically.
I don't know if that, I don't think it's a good idea, to be honest.
I don't think it's a good idea to send the Toon Link.
Because, like, minus the SDs, like, Michael was kind of outplaying him for the most of that game.
I agree.
Like, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he had the percent lead before he fell off.
He did.
Yeah. So I don't think sending in Toon Link next is the best option, but
I think that Michael was just purely playing off of what the Toon Link was doing very well, so I don't think the Toon Link will be sent in. But it is a high chance. Okay.
oh boy.
Okay, I think we got a little hint that they're sending in the Toon Link again. So basically the same set is going to be happening.
So in case you lost, in case you didn't see the first round, you could just see it right here.
Yeah, if you weren't here just now tuning in for this second set of today, basically so far it's been the same exact rotation as character-wise as the first set. Shawnee is up 1-0, so it wouldn't be very surprising if it's the same set, because it does happen very often.
Yeah.
A lot more often than people think, especially with Smash Bros. But it's going to be interesting to see if it ends up in the same, or if Purdue can actually pull out one from underneath of us.
Yeah, who knows? Like, we've only seen 4 of their players.
That is very true.
Because we know we have, like, 8 players on the roster. But,
Yeah.
like, who knows how many they have?
I have no idea. I don't keep up with Smash Bros. very often.
Or at least
At
not
least with
college.
NACE, at
Yeah.
least. They have 6? 6, maybe 7? Okay, 7. So they have 3 mystery players, so they could send out
True.
2 different people.
I feel like that's the option, but, like, who knows if they'll do it.
I don't
though.
think they send out the Falco again. Against Chris, at least.
Maybe not.
Chris also messed up the K roll pretty good, too. So it's going to be questionable what we do if they send out the same. For sure, Chris is probably still going to be the anchor. That is like almost a given. 9 times out of 10, he's always the anchor. Unless you just want to send him in early.
Yeah, like, I guess sometimes there's a matchup.
Okay,
Oh,
so it
they
is
sent in the Toon Link.
It is the Toon Link, okay. Who did we send in after Michael?
Struck.
Struck, yeah, it was Struck.
He's
Toon Link
not
is playing
pressing
a lot more
button.
passive.
He said, nah, bro.
What the heck? This Toon Link is playing a lot more passive than what he usually did. Huh? Yeah. Compared to what Chris does with aggression and just on any stage, no matter what stage it is, like, this is mildly tame.
Ooh, like grabbed in that? I'm actually a little surprised. Oh.
Ouch!
And then he
Oh.
like struts away.
Okay, that basically happened last set too.
Yeah, but
It
like
did.
he wasn't that low
It
that
wasn't.
time.
Because last time it was like what 60 or 70 the tune.
Yeah, not only that, like he was actually like I think he was hanging on the ledge last time. Like he didn't even make it to the ledge this time.
No, he didn't. Finley's kind of getting a little bit of bullied right now.
It's at 82. I mean, I'm assuming he's trying to play super passively because that's what Michael's been doing, and then like
Can't really do that.
overextending.
You can't really do that against Michael because he
Yeah.
loves it when you play passive.
Because then he sits back and he has his
He has
cannonball and
his
his
throwables and
crown.
everything. Yeah. Okay, I think the Toon Link's starting to realize that he can't
Yeah,
play
he
that
can't.
passive, or he has to use his throwables to actually do some type of damage and cover some type of range. Oh,
that is dead.
that kills. Okay. Oh, there it is. Basically even. Smoogle at 15%. Toon Link at 11. I think at this point it's just anybody's game, just whoever gets the higher percent and just gets that final blow. Because they're fairly playing the same way they did, like in the very first set.
Yeah. I think the Toon Link definitely realized like you can't just sit back and get pelted by projectiles.
I think
Oh.
that's if that's what the Toon Link's just gonna do for this last stock, then he's just gonna lose once again.
Oh, not quite.
Oh, that was.
Oh.
Yep. There it is.
Alright.
Nice.
Michael closes it out this time,
Smoogle with a dance.
which is interesting because
Because at this point it was they
this
had
one we had to send in Strock because Michael has
Yeah.
Tita, I think.
ESD twice, so we had to send Struck in, and then now we have.
Wait, their K roll. Based on last game's thing, they would have sent in K roll right now.
Yeah,
But I don't know if they.
I don't think they go in for the Ditto. I don't think they go in for the Ditto.
Who knows?
If they do, I will be amazed. If they do the Ditto, because like you said, it's not really that fun to do a Ditto and against, especially like a K roll Ditto. That'd be weird.
Yeah, like, cause Ditto. Well, I mean, it depends on who you ask, but like Dittos aren't always fun, and not only that, they're also like. It's like it kind of just makes it a guaranteed even matchup
Yeah.
on paper, and you kind of want to get it an advantage. Like you're playing for a team right now, you want to like get the highest chance of winning. So
Mhm.
like throwing in a character that goes directly even wouldn't necessarily be the best idea.
Yeah, you always want that, at least that winning percent matchup, like on paper. I feel like they send in a Falco.
Maybe.
I feel like they do. I don't know why, I just have a feeling they send in a Falco. Unless they send in one of their other 3 or 4 players to counter Michael, because it would be a new character.
Yeah.
Different matchup. But at this point, it's the same exact set,
Yo.
except in favor of us this
Or
time.
maybe sending Desmond in next. He has his controller in hand.
This is true. Send maybe Desmond in instead of Strock.
Maybe.
Because like you said, Joker doesn't really do that bad in all these matchups. So I would guess they would probably send him in. Because Strock was mainly there to counter, to clean up,
Yeah.
and get it back on even the playing field. But it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Falco.
Oh, it
Called
is
it.
Falco.
Okay. So they do the Falco. They don't do the Ditto.
Which is probably a good idea.
Dude, it's a great idea. Even if my Swiggle manages to get at least one stock off this
55
Falco, it would be
already,
very
okay.
good for our team.
That would be great. Ooh, that hit him. Oh,
Ouch.
I did not think he'd go down there.
Okay.
Alright.
Who we sending in now?
So now
Just
that's
gonna send in Chris.
Oh, Chris is getting up, maybe.
Nope.
Oh,
Send-
it is Strachey in.
Okay, that's fair.
This is interesting, because this is probably the first... Well, not the first, I guess, because Michael just fought the Falco. But this is one of the first matchups that we haven't seen last game. Because
No.
Chris was the only one who fought Falco.
Yeah, Chris, because that was the last two people. Chris was our last person, and Falco was their last.
Yeah.
Because at this point, it would have been Ethan versus K-Rool.
Yeah. So it's pretty interesting to see how this will go.
I don't know. I don't know, because we didn't really see them playing against each other in the first set. So I don't know. I think they'll probably take a couple minutes, like a minute or so, to like feel each other out,
Yeah.
and then go full force. It'll be interesting. Very interesting. So in this matchup, would you think that the Falco has the favorable percentage? On paper, at least.
I don't... I feel like Game & Watch wins this. I don't know. I don't
Just
know
for
for
the
sure,
sheer
though.
amount
I'm
of
not...
projectiles he has, or do you think the amount of range or zoning he has?
I just think because, like, Falco can technically zone and camp, but like, yeah, he fills his bucket with the lasers. Falco likes comboing, and trying to box with Game & Watch is not typically a good idea, so... Oh, and he just... okay. Seems like the Falco is choosing his approach options carefully. That kills. Game Watch is like, what, I think the 5th lightest character in the game? Something like that. Seems like Shrock's having a hard time getting a kill here. Falco's sitting at 150 right now. and then I feel like Shaw kind of got chipped out until he was at a decent kill percent on his second stock. Interesting. All he says is ha.
So that was interesting. So the Falco managed to wipe out Struck, and then we managed to at least get a stock off the
Yeah.
Falco. So that's pretty good for Chris going into this 2v1 basically.
Yeah. He's got 5-3 now.
Been in worse situations,
Oh, definitely.
definitely. But I think it's still favoring Shawnee's favor.
They did get a download on the Falco last game, or last round. Hopefully that carries into this game.
I don't think Falco will play as aggressive since he is down a stock until he gets Chris. At least tries to get Chris a stock.
That's probably true.
He'll probably play a little less aggressive and a little more passive, but that's all I really will suspect of the
And-
Falco doing.
And then since our team does have less stocks, like he has less incentive to actually like commit to anything.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta sit down and chill.
Get to actually think about what he wants to do in this situation.
Cause like at this point, he's really just doing extra credit.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for the tag. Actually, Falco getting the stock right there.
Nope, there we go. Chris managed to get both the stocks. Falca did manage to get one stock from Chris, but I don't think it'll matter too much. I wonder if they'll send in the K roll or one of the
Yeah, I
surprise
guess that would be the
defenders.
one player that they haven't sent in from last game yet. Um, it's also interesting because Falco was their anchor last time.
We did, but this time we did. Michael did manage to survive with one stock, so that did play into a factor of them not wanting to do the ditto.
Yeah,
So I think they probably will send in the K roll, and if so, that is basically the same exact set.
yeah,
Just actually
basically.
switching around two players. Very, very good set so far. Even a little scary, but I think Shawnee, Chris could possibly close it out for us. But I do think they'll send in the K roll to probably keep it the smooth and the way it is. I will be surprised if they send it in if the person plays a different character besides for K roll, because Chris did kind of mess up the K roll pretty bad.
Yeah, and I mean, logically, I guess it would be the better option because, like you mentioned, Chris did beat the K rule. Like,
Pretty bad.
and just him having that, and the K rule was sent in for was it
Struck.
Strzok?
Yeah, it was struck.
Yeah, he was
Because,
sent in for Strzok, so they might send someone specifically to counterpick Chris this time, since
I mean, I would get if they do, but who else would they be able to send in? Unless it's one of the surprise players that we haven't seen yet that's on the
yeah,
roster.
and if that's the case, there's really
Or
no
if
guessing.
the player that played the K role plays a different character. Nope,
Oh,
K
this is
role
K rule.
against K role. Okay. Game to decide at all. Will we go to set 3? Or will Shawnee close it out for set 2?
Ow!
Ouch.
Chris knowing when to time that throw so he doesn't get hit by the returning crown. Just a forward air right there. Not quite killing.
K roll on 137, Chris on 71,
Ow,
and
yeah.
then Chris gets the
That's
kill.
dead.
Even with stocks now. This K roll's gonna have to start playing aggressive, or he's just gonna get punished for it. There's the punishment.
Grabs crown. I'm surprised that didn't kill, to be honest. Chris Tex says.
Oh, there's the kill. Chris at 150.
And now we're officially ahead, now that I think about it.
Yes, we're officially ahead by one stock.
Well,
One
barely
stock
a
could change
stock
the
at
game, though.
161.
But Chris is at 161. And he is still messing up
he
this
is.
K roll. K roll is probably very nervous right now.
Oh, he went deep.
There it is,
Okay.
and Shawnee closes it out. Set 2. Chris brings it home. Second set in a row. Shawnee wins it. Bye bye Purdue.
Those were some good games, though.
Yeah, very close, very good games. Both schools put up a really good fight. Very good 2 sets, honestly. Very interesting to watch.
Yeah, it's one of the things you kind of like to see, because, like, as much as washing the other team, like as cool as that can be, like, it's also, like, the super tight, like, situations that make it more interesting.
I agree. I don't like watching a clean sweep. It's not that interesting. It's not how gaming is supposed to be, my personal opinion. I like watching the 2 schools going at it, neck and neck, stock for stock, percent per percent. Do you know if we're doing a interview? We are. You want to do it? Josh, you're doing an interview.
Probably, unless they send one of the players down, because they do that sometimes.
Sales probably Chris. Maybe, I don't know. It's Travis. He'll just pick a random person. Yeah. We'll be back, and stay tuned.
Yeah.
I grew up making games, so I wanted to make a career out of that. Shawnee being a small school is the thing that drew me to it. Shawnee is nationally ranked in the Princeton list for game design. A lot of the professors own their own businesses. That kind of prompted me to start my own business. I started a game studio. I don't think that would have been possible if the school were bigger, and Shawnee put that all together for me. I'm Dalton, and I invite you to discover Shawnee State University for yourself. Please visit discover.shawnee.edu.
All right, and we're back, and here we have Space Miner with us for his interview.
How are we doing, guys?
I'm doing pretty good. It was it was a pretty close set you just had, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2-0 every time, which is like our last player, and we were at a deficit both times, so for sure it was a close one.
Um, I know you guys usually prepare like for specific matchups,
hmm
but from what I heard, you guys didn't know that much about this school. So like, how
We-
was the preparation this week?
We knew all of their characters. We knew that they had a Falco. We knew that they had a Toon Link, a Link. We knew they had a Diddy Kong. We knew they had a K-Roll. Um, and yeah, we just knew all of these things going in. Some of them we didn't have their tournament win rates. Oh, and we knew they had a Ryu, but the Ryu didn't end up playing tonight. I would imagine because the team was on spring break, so they had to get 4 people in there. So that would make sense. But they seem to stick to the similar strategy that they did from game 1, so I imagine that was just their player pool that time.
And another thing that was just brought to my attention,
Mhm.
you recently qualified for Ohio Summit.
Yes, Ohio Ultimate Summit to be exact. They have multiple qualifier events going on, and it's a community-led tournament where the idea is that it's a small tournament, not like anyone is invited. It's only like the best of Ohio is allowed in there. So there were 16 of the power ranked players on top of a qualifier spot. And I'm not power ranked in the state. I just haven't attended enough events really. But I qualified through one of the qualifier events. So yeah, I'm going to be a player in Ohio Summit, and it's very exciting. I worked very hard for it. And hopefully we can get some more Shawnee players in through more qualifiers.
Oh,
Or
that'd
maybe
be-
through vote in even, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, honestly, it would be really sick getting a bunch of Shawnee players in
Yeah, definitely.
Ohio Ultimate Summit. Did you guys have any like concerns going into this match today, though?
Yeah. We were definitely really worried about not catching on to some of these players' habits. That's something we're always worried about going into these games. Because we have a situation where we just expect everyone to be pretty good. This team was really good, by the way. So it was hard to catch on to some of their habits, and also we didn't have video of the K-Roll or the Toon Link player. So we had to just kind of wing it in terms of what we knew. We didn't have footage of the Diddy Kong either, sorry. We did have footage of the Falco. But we didn't have footage of those two guys. And that was concerning. So, yeah, no, that was the main thing we were worried about. Obviously, when we were at a deficit, like during the set, I was like telling the team, it's like, I'll try my best, guys, but I can't guarantee anything will happen because I never can. I always go in with the mentality of I'm going to just play my best. I don't know if I'm going to be able to bring this back or not, but we did, so we won tonight. Let's go.
Quite the night. Sorry about this. I don't know.
You have any more questions?
I honestly do not.
Okay. Well, I want to say thank you for everyone that tuned in, and thank you for everyone that supported not just me, but the entire Shawnee State team getting to all these qualifier events. You could get us to more by donating to Bear Club, but that's between you and me. You can get us to more, but I honestly thank everyone for their support, everyone who watched, everyone on the teams that played. You all are awesome people, and I just do this all for you guys, and I really appreciate everyone. So, on 3, can we get a Go Bears?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Go Bears!